Well, I'm sure Britain's 230,000 homeless people, many of whom are forced to sleep cold on the streets, would be absolutely delighted if they were offered a free long-term hotel room, but apparently that's just not good enough for many of the illegal immigrants who are being handed the same taxpayer-funded freebie by our government. Refugees staged a rooftop protest at the Milton Hilltop Hotel in Carlisle. They also smashed windows of nearby buildings, and despite the Home Office pointing out that they were free to come and go as they pleased, the migrants claimed they were being treated like prisoners. Prisoners with access to a large swimming pool and comfortable double beds. The actual reason for the protest was revealed in an interview with one of the migrants. Quote, "It's all about wanting to change the hotel that we're staying at. We want the government to send us to another city. It doesn't matter what city it is, just anywhere else. We've all just got so much depression and anxiety from staying here." Right, so in other words, these desperate refugees from war-torn, brutalized countries can't handle living in a hotel having all their needs catered to in Carlisle. I mean, I know they say it's grim up north, but it's not that bad. Talk about ungrateful. They don't get to go on their jollies in London, so they start rioting. All asylum seekers in hotels are provided with full board accommodation, 3 meals a day served, as well as all other essentials, including cash payments, said the Home Office. Not good enough. Only a suite at the Ritz and free front row tickets to see The Lion King will suffice. Another migrant didn't even bother to wait until he arrived at his free hotel to show his disdain. Having landed on a small boat from France, the migrant, no doubt upset at the spotty cell phone service or something, launched a frenzied attack on a coach driver and a female border force officer. Border force officers, security guards and drivers fear these attacks will escalate and someone will end up dead, one official told the Daily Mail. Everyone who works on the south coast knows that this is an absolute nightmare waiting to happen. Last month it was revealed that some migrants who arrived in boats were carrying guns and other weapons. They weren't even fingerprinted or photographed and just disappeared into the population. We saw how the Paris culprit slipped into Europe via the refugee red carpet. It could happen here. And the government just keeps inviting them in, providing a free taxi service and then free hotel rooms at a cost of £5 million a day. Over 20,000 migrants have arrived in small boats so far this year, already surpassing the number who had arrived at the same point last year. Meanwhile, the media continues to call them refugees, despite 4 out of 10 being from Albania, which is at peace, and many others from countries like Iran and elsewhere that aren't at war. They get here, they get free hotel accommodation, free food, free cash, and they still whine and complain about it. To get exclusive content, early access, behind the scenes stuff, and to personally interact with me, please sign up for my community at pauljosephwatson.locals.com. Link in description, and thank you for your generous support.